Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name is Austin. Weapons is directed by Zach Kreger. When all but one child from the same classroom mysteriously vanishes on the same night at the same exact time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. I've been really looking forward to Weapons. Weapons just has a great marketing behind it. It just seems so mysterious, so interesting from a marketing standpoint, and from just that description of the film and the everything about the trailers were so promising for this movie. And I am also a big fan of Barbarian. I really like Barbarian. It took a big risk of its twists. I liked how it was like this slow, like thrilling type of film. You're like, what is this going to? And you think it's going to be this one thing, and next it turns out to not be the case, and it's this other thing. It was a wild film. It took risks. It had fun with itself, and it gave us great performances like Bill Skarsgård in the film. And because of that film, it made me have high expectations for this film. And there are really great things about this film. Like Julia Garner is a great performer. She has a lot of emotional bits in this film, and it really shows from her performance. Josh Brolin was actually the most interesting part about the film, who is one of the parents that lost a kid. And the movie takes its time to show his like mental state and him having these nightmares, and just really want to see his kid again and have him back at his home and be safe. And next, when there were creepy factors of the film, almost similar to like Barbarian, it really sticked. It was very, very interesting. I was very intrigued from the start of like, what the hell happened in this town? What happened to this classroom besides this one kid and teacher? Like, what is like the mystery behind this? And there's so many different directions that this film could have gone in. And so when we got the reveal of what happened in this film, I came out to be a little bit of disappointed. Alright, well, can't wait for the dislike count on this video. So yeah, there's parts in this film I enjoyed, but honestly, I came out a little bit disappointed from the film. It really did play safe in its reason to exist. Like, the whole point of the film is honestly very generic, and a lot of people are like saying like this is like mind-blowing. I really wasn't really mind-blown at all with this film. And that doesn't mean it's a bad film. I just found it to be okay. Like, I really did not feel like the resolution was very executed very well, and the explanation for the film was very good, and nothing really new I've seen before. And again, that doesn't mean that's also bad because it's been done before. The problem is that when it's been done before, it's actually been done better before. You really don't get a explanation for why this is all happening. There's a reason, and you get like snippets of like, okay, so this is why this is happening, but why? Like, they don't really go into any actual details. Things just, it's like hand waves, like, this is happening, deal with it. I wanted a little bit more, and I was kind of disappointed that we just kind of didn't get much out of the film. The biggest issue I have with this film is the pacing. Like, the moment that like something really big happens, the movie cuts away from it. By the time we get back to that moment, the tension, the thrilling feeling that you were having in that moment was really gone. And the reason why that is a problem in this film is because this movie has a looping type of storytelling, where it breaks up the story, telling each character's perspective throughout the film. What I mean by that, the film is broken up into segments where a name will pop up on the screen, and for like a good 20 minutes or so of the film will be about that character's perspective, and next it will jump to another character's perspective, leading to the previous moment that we just had. And the first 40 to an hour, like, that worked because like the first two characters that they focus on was Julia Garner and Josh Brolin's character, and their moment lead up was like interesting, and because like it was setting up a bunch of interesting stuff. But then when this huge moment happens of like, what the fuck is going on, that's when the film decided to cut to a different character, and we don't get back to that moment until like two characters later, and I found that to be annoying. It kind of just ruined the pacing of the film, and it kind of ruined like this excitement that this film is building up to. But we have to wait after these two next characters to figure out what's happening in that moment, and by that point it was just way too long. It's also a bigger problem because the next two characters that we focus on have zero purpose to be in the film. You could honestly take out these two characters that involve a cop and this kind of druggy type of character, take them out, wouldn't change anything about the goddamn film. They added zero purpose in the film. A little bit, it would still involve a little bit of rewrites around when it came to certain reveals, but that it honestly didn't even involve them in general anyways. And to be completely honest, there's another part in the film that could be the same type of reveal anyways. So the way that this story is told kind of honestly just bogged down the film. And really the looping mechanic in general is like the biggest problem of the film because it kills the motion and the pacing of the film. Now, if you rework the film, like I said before, even replacing some moments, even moving like a character story up before another character story would have honestly worked better for the film. And so when it came to the ending, I kind of just felt like, all right, well, that was a film. And the ending is actually the most annoying part about the film. It's like it's this voiceover and it kind of just resolves everything, and it's like that actually kind of pisses me off. So like that's even more of like a big problem I have with the film. But ignoring that, if they worked the film a little bit more by changing some, if they wanted to keep the looping part, they take out two of the characters and they move up one of the characters' storyline and kept everything else, this would have been a better film. Like this would have been more of an interesting, easier watch type of film. But people are saying that this is a slow burn. I really don't think it's a slow burn. It's just slow. It's just not interesting at a certain point because the movie just kind of deviates to focus on these two other characters' storyline that have 0 point to be in the film. I'm gonna give Weapons a C+. It's okay. I really wanted to like it a lot more, and I'm probably going to have a lot of people angry with me. What? Sinner's not the best movie of the year? What? Weapons is not the best horror film of the year? No. Sorry. Overall, if you want to really go see Weapons, this is a film you should go watch. I don't think there is any issue with you going to see this film. I really do like Zach Gregory. I think he's still one of my favorite horror directors. I can't wait to see what he does with Resident Evil. But this one was kind of a letdown, and not because the story was bad or anything. It was, I expected more. Anyway, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.